Training smarter, not harder, the minimum effective dose for fat loss. Sick of endless cardio and tasteless meals, only to see the scale barely budge? What if I told you the secret to fat loss isn't doing more, but doing precisely the right amount? Today, we're diving deep into a game-changing concept called the minimum effective dose for fat loss. This isn't about shortcuts, it's about smart cuts. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, burnt out, or just plain confused by all the conflicting fat loss advice out there, this video is your wake-up call. We're going to uncover exactly how to trigger your body's fat-burning mechanisms with the least amount of effort, so you can achieve the body you want without sacrificing your life. Stay tuned, because you're about to learn how to reclaim your time, your energy, and your fitness journey. For years, the fitness industry has sold us a lie that the only way to lose fat is through relentless, soul-crushing workouts and diets so strict they make a monk's fast look like a cheat meal. We've been taught to believe that if we're not sweating buckets and denying ourselves every pleasure, we're not working hard enough. But let me tell you, that path often leads to burnout, frustration, and eventually, giving up. How many times have you started a new diet or workout routine with fierce determination, only to fall off the wagon weeks later, feeling worse than when you started? It's a common story, and it's because we're often operating under a false premise that more effort always equals more results. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way that honors your body, respects your time, and delivers incredible results without the constant grind? This is where the concept of the minimum effective dose, or MED, swoops in like a superhero. Think of it like medicine. You don't take an entire bottle of pain relievers for a headache, right? You take the smallest amount that will actually fix the problem. The MED in fat loss is precisely that. The smallest amount of exercise or dietary changes required to trigger the desired metabolic adaptations for fat burning. It's about finding that sweet spot, that critical threshold where you get maximum impact from minimal input. This isn't about being lazy, it's about being incredibly smart and efficient. Our goal here is to identify the specific stimuli that tell your body, hey, it's time to burn fat, without overwhelming your system, leading to fatigue, injury, or metabolic backlash. This philosophy means you're not spending endless hours in the gym or starving yourself. You're training smarter, not just harder. Now, let's get practical and apply the MED to your exercise routine. Forget those 2-hour gym sessions you think you need. We're going to focus on movements that give you the biggest bang for your buck. I'm talking about compound movements. These are exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, and rows. Why these? Because they recruit multiple muscle groups simultaneously. When you squat, you're not just working your quads, you're engaging your glutes, hamstrings, core, and lower back. This holistic muscle activation creates a much greater metabolic demand, meaning your body burns more calories during the workout and continues to burn them long after, thanks to the EPOC effect, or afterburn. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research consistently shows that compound exercises lead to higher energy expenditure and greater muscle hypertrophy, which is key for a faster metabolism. Next up for exercise, MED, high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. This is your secret weapon against excessive, soul-crushing cardio. Instead of plodding along on the treadmill for an hour, imagine getting superior fat-burning results in just 15 to 20 minutes. HIIT involves short bursts of intense anaerobic exercise followed by brief recovery periods. This type of training has been shown to be incredibly effective for fat loss, not just during the workout, but by significantly elevating your resting metabolic rate for hours afterward. A meta-analysis in the British Journal of Sports Medicine concluded that HIIT produced superior reductions in total body fat percentage compared to moderate-intensity continuous training. You hit it hard, you recover, and you're done. Less time, more results. The key exercise principles for MED aren't just about what you do, but how you do it. First, prioritize proper form. Lifting heavy with bad form is a recipe for injury, not fat loss. Focus on mastering the movement before adding weight. Second, implement progressive overload. This is non-negotiable. Your body adapts quickly, so to keep triggering change, you must continuously challenge it. This could mean gradually increasing the weight you lift, doing more reps, adding another set, reducing rest time, or improving your technique to make a weight feel harder. It's a constant, gentle nudge that tells your body, you need to get stronger, you need to adapt, you need to burn more fat. Now, let's pivot to diet. This is often where people go off the rails, believing they need to practically starve themselves. But the MED approach to diet is all about sustainability and pinpointing the changes that yield the biggest return. We shift away from extreme restriction, which inevitably leads to cravings, binging, and metabolic slowdown, towards a more intelligent, sustainable strategy. Here are the key dietary strategies for the MED. First, prioritizing protein. This is your nutritional MVP. Protein promotes satiety, meaning it keeps you feeling fuller for longer, which is crucial when you're trying to eat less. It also helps preserve precious muscle mass, which is your metabolic engine. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns at rest. Plus, protein has a higher thermic effect of food, TEF, than carbs or fats. This means your body actually burns more calories just digesting and processing protein. Studies consistently show higher protein diets are superior for fat loss and muscle retention. Aim for at least 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight. Second, managing carbohydrate intake. This doesn't mean demonizing carbs. It means being smart about them. Focus on complex carbohydrates like whole grains, vegetables, and legumes, which provide sustained energy and fiber. Control your portions, especially around simple carbs and sugars. By doing this, you help regulate your blood sugar levels, preventing those sharp spikes and crashes that lead to cravings and signal your body to store fat. When blood sugar is stable, your body is more inclined to tap into its fat stores for energy. Third, and perhaps most importantly for the MED diet, create a moderate calorie deficit. Forget extreme cuts that leave you feeling deprived and drained. A moderate deficit, typically 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance level, is the sweet spot. This gradual reduction allows for much better adherence, meaning you're more likely to stick with it long term. It also significantly reduces the risk of muscle loss and prevents your metabolism from slamming on the brakes. Your body is smart. If you cut calories too aggressively, it thinks there's a famine and slows down energy expenditure to conserve resources. A moderate deficit whispers to your body, hey, let's gently tap into those fat stores, without triggering a survival response. The real beauty of the MED approach lies in its adaptability and personalization. There's no one-size-fits-all formula. What's minimal for one person might be too much or too little for another. This requires a bit of experimentation and, crucially, careful monitoring of your results. Are you seeing progress with 3 strength workouts a week and a moderate protein intake? Great. If not, can you add a short HIIT session or slightly increase your protein? This leads us to continuous adjustment and consistency. Track your progress, whether it's body measurements, scale weight, energy levels, or how your clothes fit. Based on your individual responses, adjust variables accordingly. The key is to stay consistent with your chosen med, making small, intelligent tweaks as needed. By finding this sweet spot, you're achieving optimal outcomes for fat loss without sacrificing your physical and mental well-being. No more feeling like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle. This approach fosters a healthier, more sustainable relationship with both exercise and nutrition. It's about building habits you can maintain for life, leading to lasting outcomes, not just quick fixes that vanish as soon as your motivation does. So, ditch the exhaustion and frustration. Embrace the power of the minimum effective dose and unlock a smarter, more sustainable path to the body you want. If you're ready to dive deeper into smart nutrition strategies, click on this video right here for our guide on optimizing your meal timing for fat loss.